It said like a minute, 2 minutes ago. All right. You good? Push it out. We are live. Welcome to Sportal Space presentation of the Halftime Sports third grade championship. Brian Zwerner here with my esteemed colleague, Chuck Jones. Chuck, we're excited to have you here for this third grade championship.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. I see the Blue Devils getting a good warm-up going. Also, Team Power. They said that they are really ready to roll and get this championship out the way.
Team Power in from Augusta here to take on the Deep South Blue Devils. It should be a nice matchup. Both of these teams coming in red hot. They both went 3-0 on the weekend. Team Power, a 26-23 victory in pool play over North Metro Elite, 42-36 over Top Notch, and then a semifinal win over the same Top Notch squad, 44-37. Deep South Blue Devils haven't really been tested too much. 28-21 win early in pool play over the Milton Spurs, but then they rolled, Chuck. 22-10 over the Georgia State Warriors and a 33-7 semifinal win. So these guys are red hot.
Exactly. That's tough to deal with right there. You know, their first game, it looks like it was pretty close, but for the most part, they've been steamrolling through this.
This is little kid basketball, so don't expect the fireworks on the scoreboard, but I'm sure these boys will have something to get us rolling. Players to watch for on Deep South Blue Devils, Chuck. Number 51, Jacobs, had 6 points in the semifinals. So did number 35, Saragba, and number 3, Burmeister. So we'll keep an eye on those players. Number 4, Farmar, kicked in 5. Team Power, a little bit of a different story. 2 coaches' sons, Preston and Williams, and Preston scored 16 in the semifinal win over Top Notch. So number 35 is the kid to watch for there.
Yeah, I heard that he's the guy that's in the inside. He's doing a lot of rebounding and finishing inside the paint.
And number 2, Williams, that is the coach's son, sorry. He had 11 points in the semifinals, Yeldon with 8, and Mitchell's with 7. So a little bit less balanced than the Blue Devils. Should be a good game. We got the Team Power coming out in white with the orange and green, and the Deep South Blue Devils in the gray with the blue lettering. This is a third grade championship, youngest championship we've done yet at one of these halftime sports events. Exciting to be here. We had 4th grade last weekend, and it'll be nice to see what these young guys can do. 6-minute quarters only, Chuck, in the 3rd grade.
Okay. That should be plenty of time for them to do what they have to do.
You think we'll see some heavy pressing defense here, Chuck? That's how they usually run it at these 3rd grade levels.
Yeah, exactly. I just had a conversation with a couple of the coaches, and they said they look to play some strong defense, so I'm really excited to see that.
And we are underway here. Blue Devils control the tip. Fired up along 2, and that's Coleman with the miss, but it's rebounded underneath and not good. It's going to be rebounded now by the Power, number 21, Mitchell, taking it up the court. Mitchell looks to set the offense. Fires up top. 3-pointer up and away. No good for Williams. Coleman out on the break. Looks like it's going to be off Coleman. Nice defensive play over there along the sideline, Chuck.
It's interesting to see the first 2 shots were 3-pointers. It's usually how practices are. Kids walk in the gym, that's the first place they go. Try out their 3-pointer.
Hey, it's just like the NBA. 3-pointers and dunks out here. That's what I'm expecting all night. Working it around to the corner is Team Power in white. There goes Mitchell driving the basket. Loses the handle. Working it inside, trying to get something going. Chuck, at this 3rd grade level, they let a little bit of walking going on out here, huh?
Go, don't they?
Yeah, referee's a little liberal with the whistle. Here goes Coleman driving the basket. Good block by Preston inside.
They said Preston is the guy.
Yeah, Preston had 16 points working the inside in the semifinal game, and he's already coming out making his impact felt. Nice inside pass. Shots up, and it's no good. Preston with another block. Preston with a third block, I think, on that one. It's Mitchell out to the races. Mitchell working it around the baseline. Swings it up to Preston. Preston's going to fight inside, and it won't fall.
That was a very intelligent play by Mitchell.
He's got men up ahead if he can find him. Coleman calling for it from three-point land again. Let's see if he fires another one up. Now he's going to try to feed it inside, and that's Saragba, and he's not able to control. Sorry, at 51, that was Jacobs, unable to control it down low. A little bit of a press coming here now. 2-2-1 press from the Blue Devils. They'll try to trap him along the sideline. Preston chasing it, no good. It's going to go the other way. Blue Devils ball.
Yeah, Coach Williams looks into the inside of that press. I think he'll have a good time of trying to.
A little tougher at these younger ages. Blue Devils seeing a little bit of pressure from Team Power, trying to work it inside.
Well, you can tell that both teams really want it because they're playing very physical so far.
Yeah, 4:08 remaining, still scoreless here after about 2 minutes of play. Baskets at a premium in this third grade championship game.
Today's defense.
First free throw up, and it's no good for Jacobs. Blue Devils here in gray and blue, and Team Power in white with the orange and green in this third grade championship, coming to you live from the auxiliary gym here at Roswell High School. Did not touch the rim, Chuck. That's going to be white
violation.
Ball. That'll allow the Blue Devils, though, to set up that 2-2-1 press. Let's see if they can find the middle of the court like you were saying. Nifty little spin move through the double team. Moves it ahead to Preston. Baseline jumper, no good. Underneath, no good again. Another offensive board. Preston keeps battling, and he'll go to the line.
Tough call on the inside there. It looks like he had the all ball.
Yeah, the Blue Devils are going to have to find a way to get a body on a man down low. That was 3 offensive rebounds on that trip. 2 offensive rebounds. First free throw doesn't find the net.
They told me Preston was a load down there.
He had 16 in the semifinals win over Top Notch, but we are still scoreless here after about 2 minutes and change in this third grade championship. A little bit more evenly matched than these two teams going at it. Preston fires the second free throw up. That one's no good, but he's going to fight for that offensive board. And Blue Devils come away with it. Coleman will push it up. He's got a man on the wing if he can find him. Tough defense leads to a jump ball.
I think he handled the ball a little overly aggressive. He could have dumped it off to the wing early before the trap came.
Working around up top. It's been mostly Mitchell controlling the offense for Team Power. Down to the baseline, Coleman with a steal. Oh, turns it back over. Shot up. That hit both sides of the rim, Chuck, before rolling out.
They're scrapping.
No doubt. These guys are rolling at it, but it has been tough. Points at a big-time premium. It is still 0-0 halfway through the first. A lot of contact there, and spilling to the ground is number 30, Huron, sorry.
Looked like he cross-bodied.
Heron will look to set up the offense for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils in gray, Team Power in white.
Team Power has a 1-3-1 off defense.
Oh, Coleman looked at that 3 right in front of us and decided better of it, but he looks like he turned it over.
That's the thing about that 1-3-1 defense. You pass it into the corners, you're bound to get trapped and cause that turnover, and that's what just happened.
I'd like to see Mitchell drive the paint a little bit here. He seems to have a nice handle. They are putting 2 guys on him up top. He'll try to work it into Preston. Three-pointer up and away. No good. Bouncing around, right back to, underneath.
There it is.
And there's our first bucket of the game. That is Williams. Williams had 11 in the semifinal game, so he's the first one on the board with 2 points for Team Power. Early story of this game seems to be the offensive rebounding by the white team here, by Team Power, don't you think?
Exactly. They're really controlling the boards. I think the Blue Devils need to have a good timeout, and in their timeout allow them to know that you got to box these guys out. You can't just look at the ball, go in the air, and just chase after it.
At the free throw line now for the Blue Devils is Jacobs. He's had a couple of trips already. Haven't been able to make it. Free throws a different story at the third grade level, huh, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He's got a nice routine here. He's making use of all the time at the line. That one didn't find the rim either.
He has the routine down. Like to see him make a shot.
Oh, looks like they're going to call lane violation there. I thought it was going to be not hitting the rim, but apparently that was a lane violation. Second free throw is up, and it is good.
All right.
Jacobs making the most of the opportunity. That'll allow them to set up the defense.
Pass over the top. Oh, good pass on the inside.
Nice look inside, but unable to make anything doing out of that one.
Yeah, I saw Coach Williams stressing the fact that you got to be strong with the ball down low.
A little bit out of control. It looks like it'll be Blue Devils' ball. He's got 2 men ahead if he can find them. Coleman on the right way. No, he's going to take it himself. And that's no good. Team Power with the turnover. Woo, right along that line in front of us, but he stayed in bounds.
Euro from the three-point
Oh,
line.
bounces right back to Preston, and he'll go up and in with it for the bucket.
Preston
that's his first.
in the scores column. Worked hard for it.
Don't see a Euro step much at the third grade level. Didn't quite work out for him, but it looked nifty. Coleman working it around. He'll fire for a long two. No good. A little pop over the back by Farmer, number 4 for the Blue Devils. No call for the referees, and it'll be white ball going the other way. I think this Blue Devils team is used to getting turnovers and easy buckets. They're having a harder time in the half court. Just nice little blow-by Mitchell. Oh, no good.
They may have to end up pulling that press off sooner or later because it looks like Team Power has figured out how to get by it.
Yeah, Mitchell been a load in the offensive open court. He seems to just be able to get right past the double teams without adding too much trouble. A little one-man pressure coming up as Yeldon gets up there to try to make the point guard work. Coleman's the coach's son out there, number 1, trying to set up an offensive play. Double dribble is the call. We don't see that very much. They'll try this press again. See if they're Coach Williams wants that ball in the hand of his ball handler, Mitchell. He didn't like seeing that ball rotate away from him.
Yeah, I can understand his flaws because he just was really screaming for him to get to the ball.
Still 4-1 Team Power here as we roll under 1 minute remaining. Three-pointer up and away. Finds the back of the iron, but another offensive board. That's got to be the 5th or 6th so far early in this game. Still a low score, but it's felt like all Team Power in terms of being able to get what they want around the basket.
Great pass.
Preston with the nice move inside, but doesn't get it to fall. Blue Devils will try to get out on the break. He's got Washington ahead of him if he can find him. That's Coleman in the corner. Nice little move, and bucket won't go. It's going to be white ball.
That was a great move by Coleman. I love the one dribble pull-up.
Yeah, that might work at the high school level, Chuck, but I'm not so sure about it at this age. Mitchell working through the triple team this time as the clock runs down. Swings it back around. Oh, beautiful look from the backside. Doesn't fall. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Quarter's running out here. 6, 5. He's going to have to heave this thing for three-point land. Won't get a shot up, and that is the end of the quarter. And we finish the first quarter with an astronomical 4-1. Referee's giving a little bit of a talking to over there to telling him to shake it off to Gadsden. Man, points at a premium here. 4-1 is our score.
I was really looking forward to seeing Preston do a little damage thing that he had, 16 points last game in the semifinal. In the third grade semifinal is humongous as far as that age group is concerned. He reminds me of a guy I used to play with Arkansas, Oliver Miller. Very smart and intelligent with the ball, works hard. I need to see him finish a little bit, though.
How do they set him up for success? How does Coach Williams get him going the rest of this game? Is he going to have to do it all off the offensive glass, or can they work the ball inside to him?
Yeah, they're going to have to work that ball inside to him sooner or later. It's not going to be able to just count on getting it inside. Good shot there.
That is Saragba with his first bucket. He was tied for their leading scorer with 6 in the semifinals, and he makes the free throw line jumper. It's going to be team power ball on the far side here. 4-3 is your score. Team power in white and the Deep South Blue Devils in gray. Coming to you live from the 3rd grade championship of Halftime Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Team Power from Augusta trying to go home with the championship here on this nice Sunday afternoon. 3-pointer away, and it is good. Saragba has broken the lid on the basket. He's got 5 in the quarter.
And just made impact defensively there.
Another turnover for the Team Power. Driving hard to the basket.
Nice.
Shots up and away, and he'll go to the free throw line. That is Pickens for the Deep South Blue Devil. Strong move to the basket. He just put his head down, Chuck, but if he had looked up, he had a wide open man on the backside.
Yeah, he did. It sounds like they're waking up a little bit over on the Blue Devil side.
Yeah, crowd getting into it. We got a great crowd here for a Sunday afternoon. Everybody getting excited with the activity and the action now as we go 6-4. Early 5-0 lead here to start the quarter for the Blue Devils. Team Power not running with many on the bench. Looks like they've got only 3 subs over there, so most of them playing most of the game. That's led to their star players having to make most of the offense for them. That's been Preston and Williams early. Nice offensive board. That's going to get thrown away. Oh, staying here. Going to be Blue Devils ball coming in on the near sideline. Try to work it inside.
Good move.
Nice little spin move by Jacobs. Ball bounces back out. And that's going to be Turner with the offensive board, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball, team power ball. Deep South Blue Devil not laying back on this press here.
And they're sticking to the strip.
They may need a triple team to stop Mitchell with the ball over there. Wide open man on the backside. If he can find him, Preston doesn't see him. He's going to swing it back out on top to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to go to work. They got Preston down low if they can feed him. He's got the inside position.
Pass.
Oh, just over his head. Keeps battling. Preston comes away with it.
Move.
And there's the foul call down on the far end with 4:44 remaining. Preston will go to the line looking to tie it.
Yeah, I like the way that he stuck with that play. Didn't give up on the play even though he fumbled the ball, but he still was able to regain control of it.
Yeah, ball went over his head, but he kept battling, and now he's at the free throw line with a chance to cut into this lead. First free throw is not good. Free throw's a little tough at this 3rd grade level. Certainly nothing free down there. Second one, no good, but the offensive board, nice little up and under move, and it bounces home. And that, Chuck, is what we call a top play nominee.
That was Carmelo Yeldale.
And that was Yeldell, sorry. And we are all tied up here at 6. It looks like we're going to get a good battle in this championship game for the 3rd grade at Halftime Sports. Spalding Classic. Foul on the left sideline. We're not keeping track of the fouls over here, but they've had quite a few whistles in this early going.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they'll be in the bonus very soon.
Tough to get in the bonus with 6-minute quarters, but apparently both teams are doing their darndest to get there. 3-pointer, and it is good. That is Yeldo with 5 quick buckets.
Carmelo told me he gets buckets.
That was number 1, Yeldell, or number 2 there?
Number 1.
Number 1, Yeldell with 5 points in a row here. He's got a man ahead. It's Simmons up front. If he can find him, a turnover.
Bounce pass would have worked in that situation.
And he goes sliding out of bounds, and it's going to be, gray ball. Deep South Blue Devils will maintain possession here, down by 3 with 3:52 remaining in the second. Coleman to inbound. Well, neither of these teams have managed to do much damage to the free throw line, Chuck, but that's a three-pointer for each of them so far.
Exactly.
Same team, and that's going to be a travel.
That's a travel every time.
That will allow the Blue Devils to try to set their press back up again. It's been Mitchell, number 21, handling the pressure primarily, but now they're throwing three guys at him along the sideline when he goes there. But unable to maintain the middle of the court. Preston got a wide open man on the backslide. Beautiful block.
Yeah, see, that's a great pass by Preston.
It's the right pass, but Coleman was ready. That one's not going to find the iron. He's got Preston down low with a mismatch. If they can find him wide open down on the block, look at the big man. Doesn't see him, fires it up.
Looked like Team Power put their blinders on for a hot second there.
Preston doing what he should be. Chucky had his hand up in the air. I mean, he was calling for that ball.
That's what you like for your big men to do, beg for it.
Yeah, gave him a nice target. But they didn't quite find him there. But they'll retain possession. Up by 3 here with 3 minutes to change. Mitchell fires a 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound secured, but it's thrown away. Mitchell goes to work. He's going to get fouled, and he may be up for free throws right now. It's been quite a few free throws, fouls here for the Blue Devils. Have been trying very aggressively. Nope, going to throw it in from the outside.
I just seen.
All right, one and one. The remaining 3 minutes for Team Power. Mitchell looked to set it up. He should keep driving the basket. Three-pointer fired up, no good. Preston there.
Preston with the offensive rebound.
Didn't catch the call down there, but it's going to be Blue Devils ball.
Travel on Preston's attempt to put it back up, but it was a good offensive rebound.
I'm going to call that a pass off the backboard to Preston as opposed to a missed three-pointer. Preston, not the tallest guy on the court, but certainly the strongest out here. 2:38 remaining in this second quarter. We roll towards halftime. Coleman's going to fire for 3 to tie. It's no good, but backside rebounds there. Preston's going to battle, trying to find a guard. Mitchell's got the numbers if he can find it. He's going to take it all the way himself. Nice. Oh, a pretty scoop and score. And that's the first bucket from Mitchell, and that is another top play nominee.
Great play, Mitchell.
11-6 now. Preston with the big-time block. Woo! And he just wrestled him to the ground.
Good defense right here.
.204 remaining, 11-6. Deep South Blue Devils going to have to get something going. Coleman was trying to set up for that 3. He'll get it back to his teammate, and it's up for a 3, no good for Farmer.
Oh.
He's going to call it travel.
Yeah.
Yep. We're under.
Good idea, just didn't have enough strength to get that ball up.
Blue Devils seem content to keep firing from three-point land, Chuck. You think that's going to work for them? This is a young age to rely on the 3. Y'all go around. And that is a foul. He will go to the free throw line, and that's Mitchell looking to add to this 11-6 lead. You think the Blue Devils have got the gunners to put these threes in? They are not shy about shooting it.
I mean, they're absolutely confident on jacking it up, so hopefully a few of them will start falling. I think they only hit 1 out of maybe 7 that they've shot already. Yep,
first free throw is good. They've only hit 1, that's correct. Preston with another offensive board, and he'll be fouled down low. And that is a warning for the Blue Devils coach. Chuck, I've seen you as a coach a number of times. You're no stranger to talking to the referees, but there's a line that can't be crossed, correct?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of times you just got to know as a coach how to push the envelope, and once they give you that warning, you kind of got to tame yourself.
Yeah, little kids in the gym. No profanity, fortunately, from the Deep South Blue Devils, but he gave the referee an earful, and he got himself a warning. 1:30 remaining now, 12-6. Team Power's been in control. Blue Devils have been relying on these long three-pointers that haven't been falling for them in the second quarter, and they've managed 5 points in the second quarter. And a present for the announcers. The ball came to join us over here.
That's always on every occasion, isn't it?
12-6 now. Mitchell will look to set it up. And as you said, Blue Devils pulling that press off. Blue Devils didn't really get much out of it, and all it did was leave them out of position on the defensive side.
Exactly.
They'll fall back into a 2-3 and try to keep Preston off the glass, I think. Here comes another three, fired up and away, and it's no good for Yeldell. Coleman battling for it. That ball's bouncing around. Blue Devils come away with it. Coleman trapped along the sideline. And that's a jump ball call.
Wow.
A lot of contact over there.
It sure was. Usually that's going to be a reaching foul.
Yeah, maybe Coach Coleman there got on the wrong side of the referees because they gave him no love whatsoever. And it looks like Mitchell may try to hold for the last shot with 30 seconds. Les Yeldell has another idea. Yeah, he's going to fire it, and that's good. That's a 2, but it's a nice one, and that's his 7th point of the quarter.
I know one thing. Somebody better get that guy.
20 seconds remaining. Beautiful move. Bucket and one.
Reservations at the line for 1.
That was pretty, and that was Heron. And Heron with the bucket and one. He knew where he was going, and he was going to get there no matter what. Let's see if he can finish this 3-point play.
Way to finish the play. All strings from the line.
Coach Coleman's got to like the fire he's seeing here as the end of the quarter. 14-9 is our score. Only 15 seconds remaining. Mitchell dodging 3 defenders, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's a tough foul for them. Is this going to send him to the line for 1-and-1?
I'm just observing Mitchell. He's a very intelligent point guard at a 3rd grade level.
12 seconds left. You don't want that foul 30 feet from the basket. And he will make the first. That is Mitchell's 4th point all in this quarter. And this quarter, you know, early on we saw the Blue Devils go out to a nice little run to take the 6-4 lead. And ever since then it's been team power with the offense.
There he is on the boards again.
Big Preston, he is eating down low. Pretty pass, unable to finish. Clock is a little late getting started here. It's going to be a jump ball. Man, they can't keep Preston off the boards down there.
Wow.
6 seconds remaining in the half. 15-9 is your score. Blue Devils will look to inbound under heavy pressure. Another pretty move. Oh, went for it again is Heron.
Well, Heron has taken this upon himself to step up for his team. He's being very aggressive.
And that's what they needed. They were doing everything from distance, and now we got someone getting to the basket, and he's getting great opportunities now. And that is Heron's 4th point of the quarter. With only 1 second remaining in the half. Free throws up and away, finds the back of the rim, and that should roll the half out. And we go into halftime with Team Power leading 15-10. Points at a premium. We said we'd see a score somewhere around 30, maybe 40. Both of these guys averaging somewhere in that range. Deep South Blue Devils, 28, 22, and 33 points in their wins. Team Power, 26, 42, and 44. So playing a little more to Team Power's strength. In their semifinal game, it was mostly Preston. He's only got 2 points. He's had tons of opportunities around the basket, but he's only managed to put 1 in. He must have 8 rebounds.
Yeah, and it looks like Yeldell, he has 7, and he's getting ready to probably go over the 8-point threshold that he had in the last game.
Yeah, Yeldell is fired up a 3 and 2 long twos. He's got 7 points, all in the second quarter. Mitchell finally getting his offense going. He had 7 in their semifinal game, but he has managed. How you doing? He has managed to put up 4 here in the second quarter, and he's been their primary ball handler, and he's pretty much single-handedly taken the press off for Blue Devils.
He has. He's definitely shown a lot of poise out there handling that ball, and he's making all the right passes to break that press. And then once they get across half court, he's also shown that he's the coach on the floor.
Well, we will be back after this game ends with the 7th grade championship from Halftime Sports at Roswell High School. It'll feature the Dynasty Elite and TSF MAC. We got a chance to see these guys rolling earlier. There's some really good size for 7th graders out there, so should be a great one. Make sure you tune back in to join us on the 7th grade championship. Only 20 seconds left. Today's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Down at the 3rd grade level, Chuck, 6-minute quarters, so it's going to be a fast game here. Blue Devils are going to have to get something going. Looks at the three-pointer and fires. And it is no good. That was Saragba. He's already got 1 3 in the game, and that was another jump ball call. Guess we're going to get a lot of those at this age. Oh. Deep South Blue Devils going to set up the press again. So it's not off. It's back on.
Here's Mitchell again breaking it.
Working inside to Preston, and that's going to be a walk. You get a little bit of extra steps at this age, but not for the big man in the middle like that.
Yeah, his eyes got extremely big. I guess he got a little beside himself before he took the shot.
Whoa, long 3 fired away. Coleman with the offensive board on the baseline. He'll put it up. Preston with yet another block. That ball's bouncing around. It looks like it's going to stay Blue Devils ball. Yep. Blue Devils not afraid to keep firing away from deep, Chuck. It seems to be the formula for them. Hasn't necessarily worked for them so far, but they're not shy about it.
At all. Looks like they're setting up for another one. Oh, pass on the inside.
Nice shot inside. No good. Gets his own rebound, and that is Jacobs with the deuce. We got a 3-point game here. 5 minutes remaining. Working it up to Gadsden in the corner. Gadsden tries to reset it to Mitchell. Mitchell retains possession. He's got Preston on this backside. I just throw it up at the backboard and let him go to work.
Nice.
Didn't need the rebound because Mitchell gets his 6th point, and they are up by 5. I like that plan. Preston had great position on the backside, and if that rebound had gone to him, it would have been an easy 2 for him as well. I think they're going to call a carry on that one.
Yeah, he handled the ball a little bit too much there, got his hand up under it. It's going to be a carry every time.
Yeah, I mean, we see these referees giving them a little bit of room to play at the 3rd grade level, but they're not going to let them all go.
No, not exactly, because they have to learn.
Yeah, they're going to call that one too. That's going to, they're evening it out. I think they're calling it pretty fair and square out here. It is what it is. There's going to be some calls at this age. Team Power showing a little one-man pressure. Mitchell will pick him up deep. A lot of contact over there, and they're going to pull the whistle quick.
Yeah,
17-12 our score with 4:30 remaining.
If he looks forward to cut him off at that baseline and change to the other direction, it would be good defense.
If you're Coach Coleman for the Blue Devils, you keeping the green light on for all these long shots? Is that your plan to get back in this thing?
I like going inside,
Nice opportunity there for Saragba. He's got 5 on the game. It was a nice play to the basket. He made a nice move, but just couldn't quite find the bottom of the net. They retained possession. Beautiful play inside, and it's Saragba, the lefty. That's his 7th point of the night. And we got a 3-point game again. Pressure's on in the corner, trying to trap. Good defensive play by Barnett. And they will get out and run. It's Pickens. Pickens working it around to Coleman. Tries to get it inside, but Preston with a nice defensive play. Mitchell's going to push the action here, and that is a timeout. Team Power. 3-point game. 17-14 with 3:45 remaining.
Yeah, I think Coach Williams sensed a run coming on by the Blue Devils.
Clock running here. They have just pointed it out to the table. The fine folks at Roswell High will get this thing sorted out, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that was a good call of a timeout by Coach Williams to try to get his team back in order.
If you're Coach Williams, what are you telling these guys to do? Where do you want the offense to come from?
We're going to still go inside. I like having Mitchell with the ball handling it there and going on the inside, but also they have to take their time. I think they're rushing their situation right now.
Yeah, Preston had a dominant semifinals. He's only got 2 points tonight. He's probably had 6-8 shots around the basket, but he's made his defensive pressure felt. Ooh, a little bit of a late whistle there, but Mitchell will go to the free throw line, try to add to his 6 points so far tonight. 3:33 remaining in this three-point game. Mitchell goes to the line up by 3, and he's been aggressive in this third quarter, and it really since in the second quarter as well, and it's worked good for Team Power.
Yes, it is. I think that might have been part of the strategy by Coach Williams during that timeout, telling them to, get to the basket. They're calling good fouls.
Second free throw is away, and it's good. That is 7 points on the night for Mitchell. Little one-man pressure. They're bringing Simmons up to try to disrupt the flow of the offense, up by 4. Another quick turnaround shot. No good for Saragba. Oh, no, that's not going to work.
Yeah, I think he's seen the other guy ahead and
Yeldell up there.
Really didn't have enough power to get it to his other teammate, and Yeldell was closer.
Mitchell with a nice rebound in traffic down there amongst the trees. He'll come out. He's got Preston ahead. The much smaller guy on him on the backside if he could find him. Going to be a charge call against Mitchell. Oh, my. Coleman steps up. Let's see if they can use the momentum. This gym's getting loud, Chuck.
It is.
I think the Blue Devils smell an opportunity. That's at least the second, if not the third foul on Mitchell. If they could get him on the bench, it'd be a different story. Three-pointer away, no good. Mitchell fighting for it in the corner. He throws it up. Wild ball. Could be anyone's. Preston's up ahead. One man to beat. Let's see if he can fight through it. He gets blocked. And a foul call from behind the action from the referees, and Preston will go to the line.
Well, I think he realized he had a longer player coming, taller player.
Blue Devils coach does not like the call, and he's laughing about it over there, but he's already been warned once tonight.
Yeah, he's already been warned. Better be careful.
Preston at the free throw line, trying to make him pay for the foul, and that one is good. That's his third point. And they extend the lead to 5 here. Nobody's there to put a body. Okay, there we go. Now the Blue Devils brought someone in. If not, Preston was going to get his own rebound if this didn't go in. You ain't going to block him out with one man from the free throw line. They're going to call the lane violation there. Preston took his time putting that one up, and it was Farmer falling for it.
Yeah, had a little hesitation in that, didn't he?
Yeah, an extra dribble towards the end no one was expecting. Preston makes the most of the second opportunity.
Yeah, he gets it the old school way. 3 for 2.
2:45 remaining in this third period. 20-14 in this hotly contested third grade championship. It's been a good one. Both teams starting to find their offense.
Cookies.
Look out. It's wild. It's lost. It's Zaragba coming up with it. He's been aggressive at getting shots up. What a layup, and it's good. 2:30 remaining in that. And the bucket is good for Simmons on the other end. 22-16, 2:15, and it is getting loud. The Team Power crowd trying on the defense. Yeldon tries to get it up ahead. It's Simmons. Simmons with the pull-up, and Simmons with a second bucket in a row, and that's going to be a timeout for the Blue Devils.
Wow. Looked like Coleman's hurt down there.
Oh, goodness, didn't see that behind the play. Yeah, Coleman got hurt behind the play somewhere. It's going to be an injury timeout as Coleman is on the ground.
Team Power showing their respect to the injured player, all taking the knee until he walks off the floor.
Yeah, 24-16 is our score, just under 2 minutes remaining now. Team Power has brought the defensive pressure. Switch over. And this defensive pressure has really worked for them so far here this quarter. It has been all Team Power. The last few minutes has been all team power, and that's another turnover for the Blue Devils. Good job, please. Thanks. Hey. Sorry for the blockage there. We got a lot of guys in the gym. Camera. Both. What did it? Ah. Fix the camera. 24-16, still your score. 1:30 remaining here in this third quarter. Blue Devils needing to get out on the break. He's got a man ahead of him, but he's not able to find him. Saragba comes up with it. He's got to make something happen. He's been their scorer this quarter, Chuck. Nice pass inside. Play and catch with themselves over the rim.
Like team power caught themselves doing a lot of watching.
Jacobs with a nice bucket. That was really needed for this team. They needed that one, Chuck. That cuts it to 6. At least leaps it in play. Held down, will fire from 3. Rebound Saragba. He'll push the action again. And that's a reaching foul with just under 1 minute left. It's a 6-point game. Team Power had all the momentum there for a minute or two, but they weren't able to capitalize. 24-20 is our score. Oops, sorry, 24-18. Clock moving around on us up there. It's 26-18. They're going to keep moving it around. We don't have time to check the score. There's too much action happening. Saragba tries to throw it inside. It's going to be turned over, and it's going to be Team Power ball going the other way. Nope, they're going to say off Team Power. It's going to stay here. And that is a timeout for the Blue Devils. Score is getting all mucked up. If they want my opinion, I got 18 for the Blue Devils. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I got 24-18 is my score in my scorebook. But nobody's asking my opinion, Chuck.
Yeah, a lot of times they get it mixed up there on the book. Hopefully, maybe it looks like the referee is over there talking to see if he has a correct score.
Yeah. Quick pause in the action while they try to get the score sorted out. Tonight's game brought to you by Sportlespace. Sportlespace connects communities through youth sports. Sportlespace, every practice, every game. Brian Zorner here with Chuck Jones. First time getting to work with you, Chuck, on the mic here. This has been a lot of fun. We've had a great up-and-down game. We've had three-pointers. We've had offensive boards and a big man fighting inside. It's been a great action so far in this third-grade game.
Exactly. I'm having a great time.
Another miss, point-blank range, unfortunately, for Jacobs, and that's going to be tied up. And who's got the arrow here? Referees are going to go check at the table.
At least double-figure rebounds by now.
Yeah, he's been battling inside. He's only got 4 points after a huge semifinal game. It's been mostly Mitchell. Mitchell with 7 points so far tonight. This is the third-grade championship from Halftime Sports Spalding Classic. Hope you're enjoying it. Blue Devils inbound, and Saragba's going to get fouled underneath there, and he'll go to the free throw line. Try to cut into this lead, make it a one-possession game.
Looks like the Blue Devils will start taking advantage of Saragba.
Yeah, they've been aggressive defensively all night. It hasn't paid off until recently, and now they're really making things happen out there. Misses the first is Saragba. Second free throw coming up. And Saragba makes that one, and we've got a one-possession game. 24-21 with 35 seconds left. Blue Devils back into this press, this 2-2-1. Yeldell, he's not scared to shoot. He likes to fire it. And sure enough, it's up. But Preston down low. Let's see if the big man can get a shot up. Watch out. The 3-second call's coming, and there it is. 3-second call inside on the big man. He had to just throw that thing up.
Yeah, Yeldell, it looks like he hasn't seen a shot that he doesn't like all night tonight.
Now they're back to this one-man pressure with Simmons. It actually led to 2 quick buckets earlier in the third quarter. Simmons is just checking their point guard now.
Yeah, it looks like it's a boxing one that Team Power had set up to try to distract that point guard.
10 seconds left. He's going to fire from 3. It's up. It's no good. Mitchell down with the rebound. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. He'll try to make something happen here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He's going to have to put it up. Oh, and he gets fouled before the clock runs out, and he's going to give him the free throws on that one. They're going to call that 2 free throws. Ooh, be careful, be careful. Watch out, watch out. Okay, and he will go to the line here. Mitchell has got 3 free throws he's made so far tonight. Nobody out here with him, and all the pressure in this three-point game, and the clock's at 0 and everyone else on the bench.
Yeah, out there by itself on that island alone. Sometimes they break their concentration. They're used
Nothing
to
easy about free throws at the third grade division, but he makes that one. That's his 4th point of the quarter, and we are at 25-21.
All right, buckle your seatbelts, folks.
It's been all the big men so far, Jacobs and Saragba for the Deep South Blue Devils. They managed to make 9 points, all 9 points in the quarter, and there was an extra 2 somewhere we didn't get in the books. Third quarter action primarily coming from Simmons, who had 2 possessions where he was getting steals and making buckets, number 11 for Team Power, and Mitchell with 4, Preston going to the free throw line and doing some damage. And we roll into this 4th quarter 25-21. Team Power in white with the orange and green, and the Deep South Blue Devils in gray.
Mitchell is extremely wise with that basketball.
Three-pointer up and away, and it's no good for Williams.
Uh-oh.
That's going to go against Team Power. Substitutions now. Preston's going to get a little bit of a breather. Might be running a little bit of foul trouble. We don't have the foul countess here. Barnett takes it up, tries to get the offense moving. Great pass inside, unable to finish, and that's going to be a jump ball. Oh, man, Jacobs has had a couple of good looks, and Saragba right at the rim and just not able to cut into this lead. Blue Devils will look to try to set up the offense. They're 2-2-1 press again. Quick conversation between the referees with 5:35 remaining. This third grade championship of the Halftime Sports Spalding Classic. Again. Sorry, thanks. Thanks. Little assist by the TSF. We will have the 7th grade championship immediately following the end here. It's a new link if you're watching us live, so make sure you check out the YouTube channel and find that link. Working it around up top, firing from 3. The bank was not open for Williams.
Coleman's back in the game.
Yeah, Coleman looks like he's ready to play. Here he comes. He's going to fire. Nope, I thought he was going to get a go. Coleman drives the basket, draws the foul call, and with 5:11 left, he'll try to make it a 1-possession game.
Well, Coleman has bounced back from his slight injury, so it looks like he's doing A-OK because he went aggressively back to the line.
Coleman's free throw, up and away, and it's good. He makes both of them, and Coleman has brought it down to a 2-point game, Chuck, with 5 minutes left. What do you think about this press from the Blue Devils? It hasn't really worked, but oh no, and that's going to be a travel call.
Well, it didn't work that much in the first half, but it looks like it's being very effective in this second half. It's caused a lot of turnovers and gotten the Blue Devils back in the game.
It feels like even though Team Power is able to break that press, they're rushing once they get into the front court, and it's led to good opportunities. Oh, pretty move. Big move for Jacobs, and that's his 7th point, and that is another top play nominee. We got a tie game here with 4:40 remaining. For the third grade chip, Mitchell tries to draw the contact, and that's going to go out off of Washington. It's going to be Team Power ball. I don't think Mitchell was trying to make that basket. I think he was just trying to get the free throw call.
Yeah. Looked like he forced it a little bit right there.
Yeah, he had the hot hand in the second and the third quarter. Mitchell spins out. They're double teaming and triple teaming him. Oh boy, that's too many steps. He's not going to get that foul call.
Mitchell has forced the last 2 plays. Uncharacteristic of him based on how he's played.
Still a tie game with 4:23 remaining. Working it inside. Nice move to the hoop, and he scores it. That's Jacobs, and that's his 9th point of the game.
Back-to-back
Jacobs
bucket.
is going to work.
Yeah.
Mitchell out of control gets the foul call. Oh, man, was he flying through the lane. But this story of the second half has been big man 51. Jacobs flying through the defense. He's got 8 points and back-to-back buckets to take the 2-point lead, and that's our first lead for the Blue Devils since very early in this game.
Yeah, Jacobs is definitely going to work. He has another steal also right here.
Jacobs right on cue with the steal. Gets it around to Pickens.
Great pass.
Oh, he looked at that three-pointer. He's got a man open
the
on the
hot
baseline. Oh, no, it's a travel call. It's going the other way. Team power ball, down by 2, just under 4 minutes remaining in this championship. Third grade championship of the Halftime Sports Spalding Classic, brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. And that's going to be a timeout call there, I think, or?
Yeah.
No?
Timeout saved him from the trap right there.
Yeah, Mitchell dribbled into the double team. He was trapped along the sideline, and he was in trouble. But wise timeout call by Coach Williams. It's been a hot third and fourth quarter here. Jacobs bringing the heat. He's had 8. Saragba's had 5 to lead all scorers with 10. Mitchell has been doing most of the damage in the second and third, but the Team Power has not managed to score. They came into this quarter with a 25-21 lead, and it's been 6-0 so far this quarter for the Blue Devils. What does Team Power need to do to get back on track, Chuck?
I think they need to calm themselves down. Looks like Mitchell is trying to take the game in his own hands, and they were doing very well when he was trying to get everybody else involved, which is, the point guard's job.
They're going to call the foul inside. Looks like it's going to go against Preston. I think they're going to call the foul on the offensive screen against Preston. No? No? A lot of confusion out here. We're not sure. Oh, no, it's going to go against the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I think that was called on Farmer, number 4.
Okay, so, Yeldell was setting up here in the corner right in front of us, Chuck. He wanted it. Oh, he can't move along the baseline there?
He can't move along the baseline. It's not a made basket. That was a dead ball.
So we got a travel call along the baseline. That is not an inbound situation where he can move, where the player can move, and he made the move, and that's a call that's going to go to the Blue Devils. Blue Devils are working around. Three-pointer open if he wants it. He's going to bring it back up top with a 2-point lead. Great steal, and that's Preston. Here comes the big man leading the break. He's going to find Mitchell and try to reset this one down by 2. Yeldell open on our side right here. Yeldell wants it. He's got the 3. Fires away. Oh, finds the back rim in the backboard. No good. That's a travel that's going to stay here. Man, Yeldell was set up. He had 7 points on long buckets in the second quarter. Hasn't scored since then. But he wanted it, Chuck.
Exactly.
Yeldell was ready for it. He was calling for it. He had his hands out. He's still looking for it. Not quite going to make it to him. A nice play by Jacobs to knock that one away because Yeldell was wide open again. Team Power down by 2 here, trying to get it inside. It's going to be out of bounds on Blue Devils. It'll be Team Power third try, third time lucky here. Yeldell working from the outside.
Another
Williams fires for 3, no good. We got a foul away from the ball, and it's going to go against. Can't see who the call was there. Foul against Team Power. And that's 1-1, Chuck. That is a painful foul down here. The Blue Devils will go to the line 1-1. 3:08 remaining. I think it was on Preston.
I'm not sure if that was his 5th foul.
He's gone to the bench, whether it's his 5th or whether they're just saving him there. That is a big loss going to the bench because the Blue Devils have been making him pay, and that's Saragba. He is the leading scorer for both teams with 11.
Yeah, he's been wearing these guys out.
And a pretty decent free throw shooter who doesn't get the second to go. They're trying to get the ball to Mitchell to set the offense up. Down by 3 here. They don't need to get it all back here with 3 minutes to go. He's got a man open. It's Simmons if he sees him on the baseline. Fires for 3 as Yeldell. No good. And it's going to be Blue Devils ball.
Yeldell looks like he's rushing the shot. Here's a full.
Yeah, that first time all game we've seen full court pressure from Team Power, and Coach Coleman immediately goes to a timeout.
Exactly.
He wants to make sure they don't give up a basket here, and he'll try to make sure he sets up that press break. I couldn't see what they were setting up, Chuck. It almost looked like a man press.
Yeah,
it came like so fast I couldn't tell.
Maybe a diamond press was on tap right there. When you have one man on that ball, usually it turns into a diamond press when you have 2 out there at the free throw line extended.
28-25, Blue Devils leading. Still no points for Team Power in this quarter. They had
it's a man-to-man press here.
Yep, going man-to-man.
The long ball.
Tries to go over the top. It's Heron up ahead and stripped. And it looks like it's going to stay Blue Devils ball.
He tried to come back in bounds to save the play.
It's going to be Blue Devils ball underneath the basket. They'll work it inside. Nice block. No offensive rebound. No defensive rebounding with Preston on the bench. And that's Yeldell turning it over. Coleman will look to reset it. 2.5 remaining now.
Looks like the momentum has been all Blue Devils.
Yeah, Power still hasn't scored, and where you have only 2:30 left in this quarter. Pretty bucket.
Hey,
and that is going to be Saragba again. With Preston on the bench, they got no inside presence, and he traveled.
Right now, Saragba is probably saying in his mind, who is checking me?
An impressive 9-0 run this quarter. He traveled right there on the corner.
Unforced turnover.
It's going to be Team Power ball, and with Preston on the bench, you got to look to Mitchell or the outside shooting of Yeldell to try to get it back in. And there's Yeldell right on target. Doesn't get that one to fall, and it's going to be a foul, and we're going to walk down to the other end of the court, and Jacobs is going to get free throws.
Yeah,
that's going to be free throws for Jacobs. He's got 9 on the night. That's not going to work for Team Power here.
Yeah.
Yeldell had a nice look at it right in front of us again. He was wide open.
Yeah.
Not an easy shot at this age, but it was the shot they wanted, I think.
Looks like he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean.
Well, let's see. He's going to get another opportunity. Pushing it up the far sideline is Williams. Williams to Mitchell. Mitchell will fire from 3.
Oh.
No good, but offensive rebound goes to Gadsden, and Gadsden will go to the free throw line. I mean, the bank was trying to be open for Mitchell. He had that thing in. It spun around the rim and fell out.
But you know, bank is not open on Sundays.
I guess not. 2:10 remaining with 5-point lead here now for the Blue Devils. It has been all Blue Devils in this fourth quarter. They have all 9 points. And finally, Gadsden breaks the seal on the basket. Preston must have fouled out. We don't have that count over here, but if he's not coming in with 2 minutes left, he must be done for the night. Disappointing game, I'm sure, for him. He had a huge semifinals game. Not able to make it here. Saragba with the offensive board, and that's a foul on number 2, Williams, and Saragba will go all the way down, have a nice walk down to the free throw line, and he's been able to hit a couple of free throws tonight already.
Yeah, Saragba was putting on an MVP performance in this championship game.
Yeah, no doubt. He has 13 already on the night to lead all scorers. 30-26 is your score here. Blue Devils up by 4 with 2 minutes and change remaining. First free throw, no good. Ball bounced around, but it's Coleman, the coach's son, coming out with the ball in the corner.
Good
Works.
pass.
Nice look along the baseline, and another rebound with Preston out of there.
He is.
Nope. What's the call? It's going to be 3 seconds. 3-second call underneath there. We are at exactly 2 minutes remaining. You're Coach Williams for Team Power. You don't need to panic here. You're only down by 4.
Yeah, you're only down by
Mitchell takes it on himself.
As I regroup some of my guys in huddles, I tell them, hey, look, this is nothing but a measly 4, and we can get back up in this game. Guys, just keep playing hard.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Mitchell driving the basket or probably Yeldell from outside. That free throw's no good.
Well, when you get a chance to hit those free throws with the clock stopped, you have to score.
This is third grade basketball. Free throws are another story. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Team Power in white down by 4 to the Deep South Blue Devils, and he misses both, unfortunately. That's going to be corralled by Farmer. Farmer to Coleman. He's got a man wide open up ahead. Coleman sees him. Tries to roll it in as Jacobs. It's no good, but Coleman forces the jump ball.
Blue Devils ball.
Blue Devils will retain possession underneath the basket. Coleman inbound. Just throws it up to the big man. Saragba gets the ball stripped, and it's going to be Team Power basketball. We don't have the foul count for either team, but Deep South Blue Devils big man got to be in a little bit of foul trouble too.
Yeah,
Saragba and Jacobs. Yeldell on the sideline. Mitchell calling for it. He's going to try to make something happen here. They're only down by 4. They don't have to rush. Mitchell drives the basket. Throws it up. Didn't get the foul call. Nice defense by Saragba. Pickens out on the break.
Oh, Pickens was stripped.
And that is stripped. It looks like it's off Pickens' leg, and it's going to be Team Power basketball.
Wow, that was good D by Yeldell with his hands in their cookie jar.
Yeldell back to Mitchell. Mitchell takes a look at the three, decides better of it. He's got Yeldell open. Mitchell's going to fire it himself. No good, and that rebound goes to Saragba. Under 1 minute remaining.
Oh, wow. Coast to coast.
Oh, the big man flying down. Scoop layup, no good, but he gets fouled. 54 seconds left. He'll look to extend this 4-point lead. Saragba is down over there. Looked like he went kind of hard into the pads on the far side. That is number 35, Saragba. He went coast to coast, tried a scoop layup, took a lot of contact, and he looks like he's okay over there, I think.
Tough kid, tough kid.
He's had a monster game. He's got 13 points for the Blue Devils. He's clearly been their MVP. Jacobs, number 51, with 9. Leading the team power tonight so far has been Mitchell. He's got 8, and Yeldell with 7. It's going to have to be one of the two of them making something happen if they're going to get back in this thing. They've had a rough fourth quarter, Chuck. They managed only 1 point.
Yeah, you can't win many ball games with only scoring 1 point.
Yeah, Preston fouled out, their big man, number 35, and ever since then, it's been all inside work for Saragba and Jacobs. They've owned the glass, and they've been able to get whatever they wanted. Saragba misses the first. Still a 4-point game here, 54 seconds left. This thing is far from over in the third grade championship from the Halftime Sports Spalding Classic, brought to you by Sportal Space. Every practice, every game. Rebound to Yeldell. They don't need to get it all back here. They don't need a 3, Chuck. 2 points to do you just fine right now. They need to get a good look at the basket. Mitchell fires it, but Coleman there for the rebound. Swings it over to Pickens. Pickens triple teamed. He's in trouble down there, and it's going to be inadvertent whistle. They're going to call it a jump ball, no possession, and it's going to be Team Power's basketball.
Whoa.
Chuck, I haven't seen that kind of call before, I don't think. But
Yeah,
a good break for Team Power. Yeldell wide open. He wanted it. Yeldell looking to shoot, but he is way out in Steph Curry range here. Back to Mitchell. He's going to have to put something up. Yeldell's going to fire, and it's blocked. Blocked by Farmer. That ball bounces to Williams. He gets fouled, and there's 17 seconds left, and Williams should be going to the free throw line. We got a loud crowd out here, Chuck. A lot of opinions, and nobody seems to like anything coming from the whistles tonight.
Exactly. Only ones that count.
17 seconds remaining. Williams steps up to the line. He's had 2 points early in this game. Can't get the free throw to fall, and that is going to be out of bounds on Jacobs. No, it's going to be off Team Power.
Team Power has missed a lot of free throws down the stretch.
And that's a timeout again for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils have taken control of this game. 9-1 run in this fourth quarter, 16 seconds remaining. But it's not over yet, Chuck.
Oh, no, you can play a good defense right here, possibly create a turnover, get a quick 3. You're right back in the ball game. Or you can just get a quick score as well. Anyways, they still have a 2-possession game here.
We've got a great championship game here, third grade championship for the Halftime Sports Spalding Classic. Tonight's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Set us up, Chuck. Deep South's going to inbound. What kind of pressure do you expect to see out of Team Power here?
Looks like it's going to be a man-to-man, and I would just go ahead and set the double screens here with the guards up top.
Oh, it's every man for themselves. Nobody's getting open. Tough pass is going to be bounced out of bounds off of Simmons, and they'll look to rebound. And you called for the double screen. I didn't see any screens.
No, everybody just rushed to the ball. Third grade basketball.
Oh, he stepped over the line on the throw-in. Saragba's just holding it, and no one's fouling him. Coleman's down on the ground, and they're going to call a jump ball before Team Power can come away with it. That basket will not count, and that's going to be a jump ball. Oh, goodness. 5 seconds left in this 4-point game. Why didn't they foul Saragba? Saragba was just standing there hugging the ball.
Yeah, I can't imagine why they didn't.
He stepped over the line, but threw it long. Nobody saw it, and that is going to be your final 30-26.
Wow, what a game, what a game, what a game.
Good heads-up play by Coleman. Nobody noticed his foot going over the line, and that is your third grade championship. The Deep South Blue Devils with the huge second half. They were down 15-10 at the half. They managed exactly 20 points in the second half and held Team Power to only 11. So we have a final of 30-26. Fun, exciting game for a third grade game. What a good way to start the night for us here at the Halftime Sports Spalding Classic. Brian Zwirner and Chuck Jones saying goodnight. Tune back in immediately. We will be going live very quickly here with the 7th grade championship Dynasty Elite and TSF MAC. Thank you.
Good night.